GymRa, thanks for joining me. Yoga with Laura. Today we're just going to do some really juicy, deep stretching. So start with your feet out wide, feet parallel. Bring your hands to the ground and drop your head towards the ground. Okay? So it's moving towards the ground. It doesn't necessarily have to come to the ground. So you always know what you're working towards, even if you're not there yet. Yes? So you're working towards the ground, even if you're not there yet. Take a deeper breath. Okay, you're going to stay here, but crawl your hands a little further forward. Turn your right toes out about 45 degrees. Bend your right knee directly in line with the center of your foot. Okay, so staying right here is great. Life is good. Breathe. Or you can lift your left toes up, come onto your heel, and to start to sit your right butt towards your right heel. Now what happens here is people let their knee drop in. No. I'd rather see you up higher, okay? And then the next thing that happens here is people lift the heel. So you've got to keep the heel down and the knee out wide. Drop your butt as low as it can. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Come back to that wide forward fold. You can be on fists like me, on hands, on blocks is great. Turn your left toes out 45 degrees and start to bend into your left knee. Okay? So you're crawling your hands over to the other side. You just breathe in. Remember, you can stay there or lift your right toes up. Start to sit your butt down. Don't fall. Press that left knee out wide. Take the deepest breaths, which means long, full inhales and long exhales. Okay, come back to center, parallel your feet, and again, fold down. The tendency here is to have your hips behind your heels, so kind of bring the weight forward so your hips are in line with your ankles. Okay, come halfway up again. Turn your toes all the way to the right, both the feet. Lower the left knee down and just bring your hands up onto your right leg. Love this stretch because what we're aiming for here is the front of your left leg, your quad, your hip flexor. Yeah, so press, what's going on with my hair? Got hair everywhere. So press your hips forward. We're looking for this stretch for the front of the left leg. Take one more breath. Okay, bring your hands inside. Pivot your toes back to that wide forward fold. Feel the difference in your size. And then pivot the other way. So the left foot is forward. Carefully place your back knee down. Nice and easy, come on to the top of your left thigh. Send your hips forward. Yes? So you might have to adjust the distance of this foot, right? If you're here and you can't bend into the knee, just hop your left foot further forward, yeah? You can really drive that left knee forward, drive your hips forward. I wish you guys could hear the ocean waves right now. So calming, so beautiful, so lucky. Okay, hands to the ground, inside your legs, inside your left foot, pivot back to that wide forward fold. One more time. Okay, you guys are gonna love this one. And by love, I mean whatever the opposite of love is to you. So you're gonna bring your knees out wide, and it's not child's pose, you're bringing your feet out wide too. Okay, we call this one happy frog. Come onto your elbows. Now, your feet, your toes are turned out, yes? And sometimes people overarch their back and sometimes people over round their back. So I want your shoulders down away from your ears and just a slight natural lumbar curve of your lower back, your lower spine. Now, if you want a deeper stretch, you slide your knees further apart from each other. My hips are directly in line with my knees, yeah? So my hips aren't forward or too far back. Okay, 2 deepest breaths. You look amazing. I'm sure you feel great. All right, as awkwardly as possible, get out of there. Come onto your hands. Ay. Downward facing dog. Place your hands, step your feet back. Bend your right knee, press down through the left heel, hold. Bend your left knee, press down through the right heel, hold. Okay, now lift both of your heels up and bring your feet as wide as your mat. Okay, you're gonna turn your feet to face your left and then come onto the edges of your feet. So your toe is next to your heel. Okay, and then stretch your hips up and back. You can even look under your arm. Okay, come through center, lift your heels up, and then you turn your toes to face the other direction. So your toe is by your heel, you're on the edge of your foot, both heels are down, lift your hips up, press back. You should be getting a really nice stretch to the side body, like through the side of your ribs, the obliques. Okay, come up through center. Child's pose, bring your feet together, your knees apart, let your forehead drop to the ground. Crawl your hands forward, take 2 or 3 long inhale, exhales. Okay, from here you can just come up onto hands and knees and step your right foot forward, back into that lunge that we visited earlier. So, your option is to stay right here, okay? You don't always have to take all options that are given to you, right? So stay here, or you would bend your knee and grab your foot. So it's left hand to the left foot. And I'm trying to turn my chest and my hips to face right out in front of me. Bring your foot as close to your butt as you can and drive those hips forward. You can stay here, you can hold on with both hands. Lift your chest up. This should not be a stretch or any pinching or any pain or any sensation in your knee at all. Yes, this is for your quad, your hip flexor. Okay, release the right hand. Let go with the left hand. Let's just switch sides. Nice and easy. Step back, don't fall. Step forward. All right, you can stay here. Bite-sized pieces, right? Little by little by little. Month by month by month, it all starts to add up, right? But we're not gonna go from 0 to 60 in 20 minutes. You might, I don't know. You grab the foot, just make sure there's no pain, no sensation in your knee. Yes, and ideally I'm not really right on the top of my knee, yeah? I'm moving more towards the thigh. Okay, you can stay there, you can hold on with both hands. Lift your chest up, bring your foot towards your butt, and bend, bend, bend. Bend, don't break. Yeah, that's why we want to be flexible. So we can bend, we don't break. We're flexible, we can move with it. We have a beautiful range of motion in our body and in our mind. Sometimes it's harder in the mind than in the body. All right, release the left hand, slowly release the right hand. Step back. Downward facing dog we go. Okay, pigeon. Bring your right knee forward and your left leg back. Okay, so we're gonna learn something new today. You may stay here. Remember, bite-sized pieces, okay? If you're gonna grab the foot, make sure you don't feel any sensation in your knee. Yes, there's no such thing as a knee stretch. Never, ever, ever. If you choose to stretch your knee, that is your fault and you will suffer the consequences. Love you. If you're gonna try, you bring the inside, your hands to the inside of your foot, bring the foot between your thumb and your pointer finger. Yes? Here we go. Now, elbow up, turn your fingers, crack your toes, right, so they turn. I call it the flip grip. I don't know what the name of it really is. Flip grip asana. Really hard asana. So again, I'm squaring my shoulders to face out in front of me, driving my hips forward. And again, I'm not on the top of my knee, I'm on the top of the thigh. This is a big one. So even just grabbing onto the foot here is plenty enough. Yes? If you have the flip grip, join me here. Slowly release the leg. And let's go ahead and fold forward into pigeon. Come onto the elbows, take a breath, ease your way in, right? Usually with stretching, it's best not to like jam your way into it. Your body will respond, right? By protecting itself. So if you ease your way in and breathe, your body's like, oh, okay, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm safe. Maybe drop down onto your forearms, 2 breaths. Okay, back up onto your hands, step back, down dog. Feel this change, the switch in your sides. You can lift the right leg up and shake it out if you want, or just circle it around. Okay. Other side. Left knee forward, pigeon. Slide that right leg back. Okay, staying here is great. Or you can reach back and grab the right foot. Okay. Once again, we're not sitting into the hip. Your butt is up, square those hips. Okay, you can stay here or here, or you can just experiment with. This took me a while to get, so if you don't get it the first time, what do? Try again, and try again, and try again, and try again. Hold on to the inner edge of your foot. I bring my foot between my thumb and my pointer finger. Then your elbow lifts up. I turn my hands, my fingers to face forward. Yes, so my palm is on the top of my foot, on my toes. And I turn my chest forward and breathe. Okay, so remember, there should be no pinching or pain in your knee. Right, there's a big difference between being stubborn and being determined. Determined, you're doing it intelligent. You're consistent, you're patient, you're committed. Being stubborn, my ex-boyfriend was completely determined not to put the toilet seat down. I call it stubborn, and now I call it my ex-boyfriend. Slowly release the flip grip if you have it, and slowly let go of your foot. Come on down. So it's good to be determined, but we are being intelligent about when and how we use it. Nice and easy, make your way down onto your forearms if that's available. And take 2 deeper breaths. Okay, downward facing dog we go. Send your hips, your butt up, press your thighs back. Work towards dropping your heels to the ground. They might not come to the ground yet, and that's okay, right? We're patient, we're consistent, we're determined. We are not stubborn. Okay, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Come into a forward fold, drop your head down. Okay, heel toe your feet out nice and wide. Turn your toes out about 45 degrees. So my heels are on the mat, my toes are not. You're gonna drop your butt down. Now once again, the heels are gonna wanna lift. Keep those heels down. Bring your hands to your inner thighs. So you could be up a little higher, you could even stay here, right? Heels down, knees in line with the center of your feet. Drop your tail down, lift your chest up. Remember, we want this beautiful posture. Okay, and then relax your face, your forehead. What's that saying? Fix your face. Fix your face. Relax your face. Press your knees apart. Drop your tail down. Lift your chest up. This is a great stretch to do in the morning. When you wake up, ease your way in though. It's great for the hips, the back. Okay, place your hands. You go back to downward facing dog. And feel the difference in this down dog than the first one you did. Okay, bring your knees to the ground. Lift your right arm up, big inhale. Take your right arm underneath the left, and you're gonna lay onto your right shoulder. Yes? Now this left hand, you can do anything you want. You can stretch it out, you can bring it by your chest, or you can bring it behind your back. Press your inner thighs back, and you're trying to turn turn your chest open. Your head is on the ground. And you're laying on that right shoulder. And just close your eyes. We're twisting through the spine. Okay, push into your left hand. Back up you go. Second side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, take the left arm underneath the right. Yeah, and you'll notice my shoulder is not back here. Then my back is going to be rounded. I want this beautiful length in your spine. Right hand can be forward to your side or behind your back. Head is down on the ground. Again, I'm laying on the left shoulder. Press your inner thighs back. Turn your chest open. Breathing is always helpful. Yeah, when you're walking into a big interview or you're going on to that first date, that's going to be amazing. You just take some deep breaths. You got this. Push into your right hand. Come onto your left hand. Child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. And this time in child's pose, you're going to crawl your hands over to your right. Bring your left hand on top of your right hand and press your hips back. Oh, this is such a good stretch for this left side. Yeah? 2 deep breaths into your left side. Imagine you could just bring all your inhale to this left ribs, the left lungs. Come back through center just to switch sides. Crawl your hands over to the left. Right hand on top of the left. Press out through that right hip. Oh, yes. Breathe into that right side, like your right rib cage. And again, imagine you could take all the inhale just to the right lung, the right side of your body. Okay, come back through center. And sit onto your butt. All right, bring your feet together, your knees apart, and we're going to start with your feet as close towards you as you can. Inhale, lift your chest up, 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 and exhale, bring your chest forward. So instead of bringing your head forward, bring your chest forward as best you can. And that's challenging because the hips are tight, yeah? So the hips want to pull you into what's called a posterior pelvic tilt, which you'll notice is rounding the back. So you could even stay here with your hands behind you. That's nice. Or do this with your back against the wall. Okay, if it's available, bring your chest forward. Okay, sit all the way up. Now bring your feet out. Make a diamond shape. It's just a different way of getting into the hips. Inhale, lift your chest up. Remember, you can stay right here. And exhale, take it on forward. Relax your face, your forehead. So we hold on to a lot of tension in our body, in our neck, and in our shoulders, and in our forehead, and our eyebrows, and in our jaw. People grinding their teeth at night, all that tension, right? We literally hold it in our bodies. So bringing some attention to that and just consciously relaxing and exhaling it out. You guys, it builds up. It's a beautiful investment over time. Okay, sit all the way up. All right, we're gonna try double pigeon. Why not? We're almost there. So your left leg is gonna be on the bottom. Your right foot comes on top of your left knee. Now, I'm stacking my shins. So my knee is over the ankle, flex your foot. Yes, so you see the bottom of my sandy foot? That's good. Then your ankle is over the knee. Flex both of your feet. Okay, so your ankles are long. So what I wouldn't want to see is, you shouldn't see the bottom of your foot. Here. Okay. Inhale, lift your chest. You can stay here with your hands on the ground. Or if it's available, once again, bring your chest, ooh, híjole, and your abdomen forward. I like to put my hands on the ball mounds of my foot and press my feet into my hands as I fold forward. Okay. Up you go. All right. You can just switch your legs, or you could have a little fun. Lean back, kick your legs out, and switch. Did you like that? You can replay that moment. Okay, so your ankle is over the knee. Flex your foot. Again, I don't want this. I want it here. So keeping the ankle really long is good for your knee. If the ankle is all jagged, ragged and jagged, it's not great for the knee. So flex both of your feet. Once again, you can stay here, lean back, right? Some of my clients are kind of like way back here, but they're still getting a fantastic stretch. Yes, that's all we're looking for. And make your way forward if possible. So I would say, let this yoga mat be the one place that it's not a competition. Yeah, as human beings, we're social mammals. We're really good at being competitive with ourselves, with other people. But let this be the one place where you just let that go and let it be about an exploration of your body, your breathing, the positioning, the stretch, the sensations in your body. Okay, so all the way up. You can feel free to lean back and do the favorite. Bring your legs out wide. Toes up towards the sky. Inhale, lift your chest up. Bring your abdomen, your chest forward. Again, so once again, in my classes, clients, a lot of them are, back here, just trying to sit up tall. It's okay. It's hard. Your inner, outer hips have to be open, your hamstrings. But if it's available, chest and abdomen come forward. I remember the first time I saw this, my yoga teacher do this. I'm like, there is no way I'm ever going to be able to even sit up straight, right? I wasn't even able to sit up straight. That was like 10 years ago. And I've still got a ways to go. And that's the beauty of it. 1 or 2 more breaths. Okay, that was like 3 breaths. Sit all the way up. Lay onto your back. And just hug your knees into your chest. And just so grateful and appreciative that you made it here today. I'm so proud of you. Bring your knees apart, your feet together. Lift your head, chest, and shoulders. Grab onto your feet. And press your knees away from you. So I'm pressing my knees towards the ocean. I'm lifting my chest up. And then slowly lower your head down. Bring your feet in. And one more time. Press your knees away. Lift your chest up. It's very attractive. And lower your head all the way down. This time bring your knees out wide. Shake the right knee in, the left knee in, the right knee in, the left knee in. Shimmy, shimmy, shake. Hold on to the inside of your thighs. This is going to be your last one. Stretch your legs out wide. Now, they might not straighten today. Okay? Bring your legs out wide. It's available. You can hold onto your toes, onto your feet. But again, I want the shoulders down. So if your shoulders are lifted up, I would say just go ahead and hold on to the inner thighs instead. Shoulders down, your butt is down. All right, so instead of letting your butt be up, drop the back of your hips down. See if you can even make a little space between your lower back and the ground. Like I could put like a little raisin between your lower back and the ground. Bend your knees. All right, you know what to do. If you have a little time, lay here 1 or 2 minutes, Shavasana, just lay still and relax. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.